Hi everyone, it's Coach Boots. So today is November 8th, so I am sharing my 8th confession of the month. And that is the fact that, like many children who have experienced tragedy or loss, I need to feel a sense of loyalty and support from close friends. And in particular, if you think about it, if a child has lost people who are important to him or her and not received some sort of surrogate environment, that can create, again, a need for strong connection, strong loyalty. So I think I oftentimes, I don't want to say misplaced because I do think it's natural, but I'll use misplaced to mean that it's not traditional. So oftentimes I misplace my strong connection feelings. For me, and again, for many children who have been in a similar difficult situation, we place emphasis on work and on work partnerships. And if you're striving for something in your career and you've had sort of a tumultuous family experience where you've had to look outside of your family to really build strong things that you're proud of and strong relationships, those are going to mean even more to you. So in my case, I lost my mom at a young age. My dad's personality is very, very reserved, and so I didn't have someone there my whole life congratulating me and supporting me constantly. And I don't mean to diss my family. My sister has been amazing. My dad has been amazing in his own way. My aunts have stepped up when I've needed them to. But it hasn't been what I observed from many of my friends who were in traditional families. And I would ask you all to be conscious of this if you are in life of a child who has experienced tragedy or loss. Just think of the void if that child has lost a parent or a sibling, the void and the role that that person would play in building that child's confidence and validating that child. So I think I'm actually someone who is quite independent, who is happy with myself, proud of myself, but still not having that voice has affected me a great deal. And I think one of the ways, again, it manifests itself is this misplaced attachment to work partners. So anyone I work with is part of a team that I am incredibly loyal to. That team basically becomes a default family. And when I say work with, it might mean work with as a teammate on my MBA, it might mean work with as a client at a hospital, etc. But whereas most people would seek that sort of strong relationship, the family would be the most important team in your life. I think many of us who have been through tragedy or loss find that elsewhere. So I will tell you, actually, the most difficult thing for me to deal with in my life has been a work partner who was incredibly important to me, who I just needed to be there for me. I needed to be a friend in some capacity, and I keep reaching out to this person and reaching out to this person. And I've worked with a number of work partners in my life. I think most of them understand me on some level and get how important this is to me. And this person just doesn't seem to consider me important at all. And I know that I don't really let it get to me, I guess, in terms of my self-worth. Again, I have more self-worth than to really let it get me down. But at the same time, I'd be lying if I said it doesn't really, really hurt me. And again, I've seen similar patterns in many children who have experienced tragedy and loss. This need to be appreciated, this need to have a stronger sense of loyalty with the people that they interact closely with in organizations or networks that are not family, that are essentially replacing what they've lost within their own family or within their network of friends when that tragedy or loss occurred. And it actually meant a tremendous amount to me because my sister, in this situation with this work partner, my sister kind of recognized it and kind of took the time to tell me how much more I was deserving, how many great friends I had, how sad it was for me to be upset over this person, and how she saw it was in a purely platonic way, and it was so me that I would be upset over caring so much about this person as I do naturally with anyone I work with closely and not having that reciprocated. And again, I just see that pattern over and over. So again, my confession is the fact that I need that sort of validation. I need that extra sort of support. I need that loyalty, even though it doesn't always seem apparent because I am a strong person. But again, when you work with children who have experienced tragedy and loss, just think of what the consequences might be of not always having a mom or a dad or a best friend or a sister or brother there to praise them and to serve in a traditional family capacity. And even if you have other family members remaining, they can't quite fill that void. So again, just consider things from that perspective. Thanks, everyone.